Hi guys, and welcome back to another English TV live show. My name is Emma, and today we're going to be looking at some more pronunciation, in particular consonant clusters. So I can't remember again who requested this, but it was a couple of weeks ago. I asked in our private community, what would you guys like to learn? And someone really wanted to learn about consonant clusters, so that's what I'm doing. Now, consonant clusters are a huge topic, so today I'm going to basically break it down and just focus on one part of it, okay? Because you could easily spend a good couple of hours just talking about consonant clusters, and I don't want to do that. And I'm sure you guys don't want that either. So hello to people in our private community. If you have any questions during this show, Jacob is in the comments, so he'll be able to help you. Of course, I'm here as well, so I'll be able to help you too. Let's see who's here. So Vicky says hello. Jacob says hello as well, and happy Monday. Alexandra, hello. Maxime, hi. Arthur says hola a todos. Hey everyone. Hi Jamal. Hey Julia. Lots of different people. Sergio. Oh, sorry, I missed someone. Hojatola. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. Hojatola. I tried. I'm sorry. Do you tell me how it's pronounced in the comments, and I'll correct myself if that was really bad. Anyway, Simone is here as well. Generations, hello, fantastic. So if you're watching as well on the YouTube channel or in the public Facebook page, then hello to you guys and welcome to another lesson. So normally we don't do pronunciation on Mondays, but I'm going to be in London on Friday, so I can't do that. I can't do a lesson from the bus in London, unfortunately. So let's have a look at our slides for today. So consonant clusters. Let's start firstly with what is a consonant cluster, because I can imagine that quite a few people know what a consonant is, but you're not sure what a cluster is. A cluster is basically a group of something. So in terms of consonant clusters, it's essentially just a group of consonants, okay, with no good. Today though, as I said at the beginning, you can look at many aspects of consonant clusters. Today, we will look at consonant clusters in final position. Why? That's because they tend to be the trickiest. For example, here I've got the word asked or asked, depending on whether you're from the north or south of England. If you're from the south and you're looking for an RP accent, then you would say asked with that first transcription. If you are from the north of England, like I am, then you would use the second transcription and that more open asked. Now that sk consonant cluster is quite tricky. So today I'm going to show you some hacks. I know that a lot of teachers are using this word hacks, like hack your English, hack grammar. So I'm going to teach you a consonant cluster hack, which is as nerdy as it can really get. Firstly though, before we start looking at these hacks, I want to know whether you guys are able to recognize consonant clusters, because it can be quite tricky at first. I know it took me some time as well to not get influenced by little secret vowels that slip in there like schwas. So let's have a go with this first task together before we have a look at some how many consonant sounds do we have at the end of the words. So I'm not talking about consonant sounds throughout the whole word, I'm just talking about the very end. So you take the final vowel sound and then any consonants after that, that's what we're going to count. Okay? So let me know in the comments. In the private community, I'll be able to see your comments. If you're anywhere else, I won't be able to see them, unfortunately. But do feel free to join in if you like. So let's see, what do people think? More people just saying hello. Fantastic. Hello to people joining. So what do we think with A? We have prompts. How many consonants does this have? Any idea? A has 4, Mia says. She looks a bit shocked. Okay, so I got one person saying 4. Katerina says 4 consonants. What about B, C, and D? What do we think? So A, we think that A has 4 consonants in its consonant cluster. What about B, C, and D? Any idea? Feel free to write them all in one comment if you prefer, because comments are a little bit slow when I use Facebook. Let's see. By the way, don't just write the number. Don't just tell me 4 because I don't know which one you're talking about. Are you saying that number 4 is for B? Is it for D? Is it for C? Is it for A? I have no idea. Remember that there's like a 30-second delay with the comments. So anything you wrote 30 seconds ago, I'm only getting it now. So it makes no sense to me. Mia says that texts have 4. X is 2 consonants. So X as the spelling is 1 letter. But when we're talking about sound, k, s, it's normally made up of 2 sounds. K, s. So it would be 2 sounds there. A 5. Sergio thinks the first one has 5 consonants. Are you sure, Sergio? Can you count them? Remember, it's only consonants at the end of words, okay? Ts has 1 sound. No, it has ts, s, ts, s, ts. I don't say s or t, okay? 2 sounds there. Jumped has 3. Okay, so Vicky says that B has 3, C has 4, D has 3. Okay, and Grace says consonant clusters are her weakness. Okay, let's have a look together. So with the first one, A, it has 4. So if you wrote 4 or if you thought 4, fantastic, well done. If you thought more than that, I'd be curious to know where you found the other consonant. And if you wrote fewer than that, then that's fine because t, s, does sound very, very similar, doesn't it? Especially when said together. So some students do recognize this sometimes as just one sound. That's very normal. Although it's not correct, I must say. So we have prompts. The second one, crisps. We have 3 crisps, not crips, which I hear a lot. So crisps. C, we have texts. Texts. And then the last one, jumped. So well done. Let's then have a look at when we remove these consonants. So those ones that I showed you were quite tricky in the example. And now I'm going to show you how I can make it easier. So it's not necessary to remove the consonants, but it's what native speakers do when they're speaking fluently and naturally. Okay, so if you want to sound more fluent, more natural, more native, then cutting the correct consonants, not just any consonant, but cutting the correct ones can definitely help with that. They can also make it quite difficult, and so we mix those consonants, so we just cut them, and people can still understand us. That's fine. I'm sure people do the same in their own languages, where you cut words or you cut sounds. It's a very normal thing. So here, I'm going to show you a group of, I think it's 6 different consonant clusters. And in each consonant cluster, we can remove the middle consonant sound. So with the first one, this k, t, s, k, ts. For example, in products, we can remove the t, because that's the sound in the middle. So instead of saying products, I can say products. So I just move straight to the s sound from the k. Mps in jumps becomes jumps. Now it's so subtle. What you might see in transcriptions is a very, very tiny letter P in the transcription, just kind of floating above, and it shows that it's basically optional. Some people pronounce it, some people don't. So with this one, jumps. It's so subtle as the P It's pretty much not pronounced. The next one, mt, mt, as in camped, becomes camped, camped. So I'm not pronouncing the p, I'm not releasing it. Camped, camped. Okay, I kind of hold it. Now, I'm going to go to a very short break. If you are a private community member, then stick around because I'm going to be back in about 5 seconds. If you're watching this on the public page or on YouTube, then thank you for watching. If you're interested in finding out more about English TV Live and watching the rest of our lessons and joining in on quizzes and things, then head over to EnglishTVLive.com. For now, private community members, I'll be back in about 5 seconds. So I'll leave you with the question of the day, and I will look forward to hearing your answers.